Can you imagine an expert doctor failing the IELTS exam not once, but 10 times? Andrea, a brilliant oncologist, faced exactly this nightmare until I showed her just one simple strategy that launched her from band 5 to band 7 in IELTS writing and a huge band 8 overall. So in this video, I'm going to show you that exact method that's simple and powerful enough to transform your IELTS results forever. So last year, I got this email that literally made me pause and reread it 3 times. Chris, I'm an oncologist from Venezuela. I can save lives, but I can't pass IELTS writing. I've failed 10 times, I've spent thousands of dollars, and I'm desperate. Please help. Now, I've helped thousands of students over the years, but this one hit me differently. Here's someone with the intelligence and skill to become a cancer specialist, but she's being defeated by a 250-word essay. Something just wasn't adding up. So I replied, send me your last essay and tell me exactly what you've been doing to prepare. And when I read her response, everything became clear. Here's what she told me, and I'm quoting her words exactly.
Well, the main problem with the IELTS is that you are not able to find a reliable source of information.
Think about that for a moment. She could navigate the complexity of cancer treatment protocols, but she couldn't find reliable IELTS advice. Why? Because the IELTS industry thrives on confusion. And she told me I didn't know anything about the exam, the structure, how to study, how to prepare this exam. So I taught her 3 simple techniques that removed all of this confusion. Andrea's biggest obstacle wasn't English, it was overwhelm. Every time she sat down to write an essay, she froze. The task felt massive. Everything felt impossible. So I taught her something called the Sherpa method. Think about climbing Mount Everest. If you stand at the bottom and stare up at the peak, you'll feel overwhelmed. You'll feel like you will never get to the top. You'll never even start. The Sherpas who guide people to the top of Everest understand this. They never talk about reaching the top, just making it to the next checkpoint. If you just focus on reaching the next checkpoint, suddenly it's more manageable. 1 mile today, 1 mile tomorrow, and eventually you're at the top. And here's what Andrea told me when she applied this method.
I put in my schedule, Andrea, you have to write tomorrow 4 essays. I said, 4 essays sounds horrible. But I said, okay, Andrea, maybe 1 introduction, then the overview. It was so much easy.
Did you catch that? She didn't write 4 essays. She wrote an introduction. Then after that, 1 more paragraph. Once she had those done, it was easy to finish the rest. And before she knew it, she had completed the whole essay. Here's exactly how you can apply this right now. Instead of thinking, I have to write a perfect 250-word essay, tell yourself, I just need to understand the question. And then I just need to think of 1 good idea. After that, I just need to write 1 clear introduction. Then I just need to write 1 clear main body paragraph. Finally, I just need to write 1 clear conclusion. Your brain can easily handle that, but it gets paralyzed when trying to write the perfect essay. So next time you feel stuck, stop looking at the mountain peak, just take 1 small step after another, then another. Before you know it, you'll be standing at the top of the mountain. And to make it even easier for you, what I've done is put together a 50-page, 6-week study plan for you. And this study plan does exactly what we did with Andrea. It breaks everything down into manageable little chunks. It's my gift to you. I normally don't share this with people for free, but if you want it, all you have to do is just click below and you can get it instantly for free. It's not only a study plan, but it also includes many free resources and free courses that are exclusive to this PDF. So again, if you want it, just click below and you can download it for free. Andrea's next breakthrough might sound a little strange, but trust me, it works. She realized a simple truth. If you can't clearly explain your ideas out loud, you'll never be able to write them clearly on paper, especially on test day. Here's how Andrea described it.
If you had a camera on my house, you say, oh, come on, this lady is a little bit crazy. Yes, because I was explaining in front of the mirror. So I knew that I was working on my idea generation.
But here's why this technique worked so well for her. Andrea was practicing idea generation and clarity before she ever touched paper to pen. She told me, I knew I struggled with topics I wasn't comfortable with. If I read a question and had no idea what to say, I'd freeze. But once I started explaining my ideas out loud first, writing became so much easier. Think about it like preparing for a speech. You wouldn't walk on stage without practicing your words out loud first. Writing is exactly the same. If you stumble speaking your ideas in private, you'll definitely struggle writing them clearly on test day. My own wife had this exact problem, and many of my students have had this problem. She could get a band 9 in speaking because she was very comfortable speaking, but could only get 6.5 in writing. But she learned this technique, and then her score jumped massively. Here's exactly how you can apply this technique right now. When doing your next practice essay, instead of focusing on the paper, imagine you're speaking to a friend in a coffee shop about this question or about this general topic. Imagine what you would say to them. Imagine the ideas that you would use. Literally speak them out, either vocally or inside your head. On test day, you'll have to do this inside your head. This is a technique I developed many years ago called the coffee shop method. And it takes students out of the exam room and into an environment that is much more familiar and comfortable for them. Because what I discovered years ago was many students, when I took them out as a class for a coffee, would have no problem talking to me about all of these different topics. But as soon as I got them back into the classroom, they would clam up and they wouldn't be able to speak about it. And here's a bonus. This technique also builds your confidence and removes stress. As Andrea said,
I feel more confident in front of someone to explain my point of view.
Whether it's on paper or in front of another person. And once you start to use this in practice, you'll be able to look at the question on test day and have a conversation inside your head with your friend in your coffee shop. Now, this doesn't work for everyone, but if you're the type of person that does very well speaking, but finds it difficult to put your ideas onto paper, this technique could really work for you. Definitely try it out. This might be the most important lesson of the video. Andrea was caught in an endless loop of confusion. She jumped from one teacher to another and from one strategy to the next. Each new piece of advice contradicted the last, leaving her more confused than before. Think about it like cooking. Imagine trying to follow 5 different recipes at once. One says add sugar, another says don't add sugar, add salt. One says bake it, another says fry it. The result would be a complete and utter mess. I told Andrea exactly this. Pick one method, one reliable source, and stick to it until you succeed. Stop consuming new information until you've mastered what you already know. And this is something that you'll see in YouTube comments all the time. If you go to any YouTube video of mine and I'm teaching a technique, people won't ask about that technique. They'll be asking for extra stuff. When I'm teaching task 2, what about task 1? When I'm teaching reading, what about listening? They never master anything because they're always wanting new extra information. If you slow down and master the thing that you're focusing on right now, you will see massive improvement. And that's exactly what Andrea did. Andrea chose our method, ignored everything else, and stuck with it until she got her scores. Now, I'm not saying that we are better than anybody else and you have to follow exactly what we say. What I'm saying is pick one reliable source. Doesn't matter who that is, as long as they are an actual expert and they have experience helping people like you. Follow that one person and one method and you will see massive improvement. As Bruce Lee said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Remember, clarity comes from consistency. Pick one path, stick to it, and watch your confusion disappear, and your scores will improve dramatically. But even after following these strategies, Andrea faced her darkest moment. After 10 failed attempts, with thousands of dollars gone and family pressure mounting, she almost gave up. She told me,
it's not easy to be constant and disciplined with your studies and at the same time dealing with frustrations and failures and rejection.
I've seen this moment destroy many students. They give up right before making their breakthrough. They don't want to feel the pain of failure again and again. But Andrea made a choice. She decided to trust the process, our process, one more time. So I told her, you already have everything you need to get a band 7, but first you need to forget everything you've learned so far. She was skeptical, Like most students, she thought more information would solve her problem. But information wasn't her enemy. Confusion was. So I shared with her the same principle I'm about to share with you. IELTS writing isn't about impressing the examiner with complex vocabulary or sophisticated grammar. It's about clearly communicating your ideas so the examiner can easily understand and follow your thinking. That's it. That's the secret every band 8, 8.5, 9 student we've ever worked with. That's the secret that they know that nobody really tells you. And the result? On her 10th attempt, using the simple strategies I just shared with you, Andrea didn't just pass. She didn't just get the score that she needed. She jumped from band 5 to band 7 in writing and band 8 overall. But more importantly, look at what happened to her life. She's now working as an oncologist in Cambridge. She's treating patients, saving lives, and living the dream she almost gave up on. But the transformation went deeper than just IELTS scores. As she told me, this is helping you in your life in general, in your new country. She can now participate confidently in conversations, explain her medical expertise to colleagues, and help patients understand their treatment options clearly. And she did it by applying 4 simple principles that you can apply today. Number 1, break big tasks into small pieces. Number 2, practice in a way that is comfortable for you. Number 3, stick to one reliable method. And number 4, most important of all, keep it simple. If you're stuck like Andrea was, failing repeatedly, wasting money on different teachers, and feeling frustrated and hopeless, then you need exactly what she used. Our VIP course contains the complete system that took Andrea from band 5 to band 7 in IELTS writing. You'll get step-by-step guidance, professional feedback from ex-examiners, and support from teachers who understand exactly what you're going through and exactly what to do to help you. But here's what makes this special. We can only work with a very small number of students because of the level of personal one-on-one attention that we provide. We've more success stories than any other IELTS course in the world, which has created huge demand for this course. We're actually the only course with a waiting list because we refuse to compromise on quality. But the good news is many of our students recently got the scores that they need. That's opened up a few places. If you want one of those places, go into the description, click the link, and you can join right away. Before you go, many of you might be thinking, Chris, this sounds too simple to work. If it was that easy, wouldn't everyone get a band 7? That's exactly what Andrea thought too, and it's the same mistake I see 90% of students make. In my next video, I'm going to show you the 3 biggest traps that keep students failing, including the one mistake Andrea made many times before she discovered the truth. If you want that video, all you have to do is just click here and you can instantly watch it right now.